The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Clowney. Mike's scheduled debut day. I guess at the end of the day, not a ton of surprises given how fully fleshed out the conference schedule has become. But some new faces for non-conference. You play Virginia Lynchburg for the first time since 2018, and you got to go back about half a century to go find the last time that Carson-Newman took on East Tennessee State. What was your strategy, mindset when putting together this thing?
Thank you. Like you said, for the most part, conference is covered, and it's very similar to last year. So, there's a lot of familiarity with the schedule. But then the first two games, just trying to find something to get started with Lynchburg. It's a game that we were supposed to play COVID, so we kind of communicated, figured that we'd come back and revisit that game at some point in time. So that's where we got them back on the schedule. And then ETSU, something that really just kind of popped up. That was an opportunity for us to go down and play up a level and be able to see how we compete.
You bring up the league schedule. Still divisional. You start out playing 3 crossovers with the Piedmont before hopping into the Mountain Division play, and it is the exact same order, just flip-flop home and away. If you're talking to a Carson-Newman football fan, obviously you want them to come to every home game that is on the dock, but if they can only make one, what's the one that you want to circle?
You got me really nailed down.
That's good.
Definitely got to get to every one of them. But homecoming is always a fun game, and I think we've got E&H on homecoming this year. It's a little bit later game, but that's the one I would really nail down.
The league. The parity, it felt like last year, was just insane going into that last weekend of the year and having, I think 5 potential winners in the Piedmont. And up until the last 2 weeks of the season, you had 3 potential winners for the Mountain. Can you put into words how difficult it is week in, week out? There is no natural bye week in the SAC.
That's where you're looking, you had the number of playoff teams that we had last year, coming out of this division. And then just week in and week out, you just never know, what those games are going to look like. So it puts a lot of focus on being prepared every single week. Everything that you do every week in practice is important because you got a chance to win every game, and then there's the opportunity to not win some of them too.
You bring up the home games, 6 of them. That's the most since 2019. The hope is that last one, which at present standing is Catawba,
yes,
is for a division title. And I don't think you'd care whether it was Catawba or whoever it is from the Piedmont division, as long as the SAC title game is being played at Berktar Stadium. Is there a little bit of extra oomph behind the fact that you have a chance to host a conference championship game?
There really is, because last year that schedule was flipped and it goes back and forth, but just now knowing that if you take care of business, then you have a chance right here at home to kind of create and have a championship environment to be able to play something in front of your home fans.
All right, Mike Clowney, pleasure as always. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
That's Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Clowney. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.